Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping headfirst into a future that's unfolding right now. A future where you can invest in a person's career just like a startup, and where AI is trusted to manage billions of dollars, all on the blockchain. We're going to look at what happens when these two worlds, tokenized work and artificial intelligence, collide. So let's just start with this question. Think about it. What if you could buy shares in an aspiring artist or a brilliant young coder and get a piece of their future success? This isn't just some crazy sci-fi idea anymore. It's actually happening, and it has the potential to completely change how we think about work, investment, and even the value of human potential itself. And that brings us to our first huge concept for today, tokenizing your future. We're talking about the ability to turn your own potential into a tradable digital asset. It's kind of like creating a stock market, but for people. Okay, so what in the world is tokenized human capital? Well, at its core, it's really simple. It's about making your skills something people can invest in. Let's say you're a developer with an amazing idea but zero funding. Instead of trying to get a traditional loan, you could issue your own career tokens. Maybe these tokens give investors a 5% cut of your income for the next decade. They get you the cash you need to build your dream, and in return, they get a real stake in your success. So how would you actually do this? How do you go from being a person with skills to a token on the blockchain? Well, first, you'd have to figure out how to quantify your value. What's your earning potential? Then you'd mint a personal token, basically creating your own little stock. After that, you'd need to find investors, people who believe in you. And if you succeed, smart contracts kick in and automatically send a piece of your earnings to your backers. It's all transparent, all automated. Now, this idea doesn't stop with individuals. It can completely reinvent the whole idea of a company through something called a labor DAO. Just look at the difference here. Your rigid legal employment contract, that's replaced by flexible, project-based smart contracts. Getting paid in dollars or euros? Nope, you're paid in crypto tokens. And maybe the biggest change of all, that top-down management hierarchy is gone, replaced by a decentralized system where members actually vote on big decisions. You go from being an employee to being a co-owner. But, this whole vision of radical, decentralized freedom, it brings up some really deep and, frankly, pretty troubling questions. Is this truly empowering people, or are we just inventing a new high-tech version of servitude? This quote right here, it just nails the central tension of this whole debate. On the one hand, this could be an absolute game changer for people who can't get traditional funding. It could unlock so much creativity. But on the other hand, selling off pieces of your future earnings sounds a little bit like indentured servitude, doesn't it? We're literally, contractually bound to your investors. And here's the real problem. The technology is moving way, way faster than our laws and our ethics can keep up. In a DAO, there's no HR department. So who's looking out for the workers? How do you even begin to apply labor laws when people are working across borders and getting paid in crypto? And what's to stop some predatory investor from locking a talented young person into a terrible, lifelong contract? These are huge questions we have to answer. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. We're going to move on to the second massive force shaping this decentralized future, artificial intelligence. It turns out the very same blockchain technology that's upending work is also being used to try and make AI more trustworthy. One of the biggest problems with a lot of advanced AI is that it's a black box. We can see the data that goes in and the decision that comes out, but what happens in the middle is often a complete mystery. And that's a gigantic problem if that AI is, say, managing a billion-dollar investment fund. The proposed solution? You force the AI to do its work on the blockchain, creating a permanent, unchangeable record of every single decision it makes. And the magic that makes this possible is a piece of tech called a decentralized AI oracle. I know, it sounds incredibly complex, but you can just think of it as a super secure bridge. It lets a smart contract, which lives on the blockchain, ask a really powerful AI question, get the answer back, and be 100% sure that the answer wasn't messed with on its way. It's how the AI's off-chain brain can talk to the on-chain world of crypto and be trusted. And this is where the promise really comes alive. The AI isn't just using the blockchain, it's becoming the immune system for the blockchain. We're talking about AIs that can automatically scan code for bugs before it's even deployed, spot fraud faster than any human ever could, and even fight back against hacks as they're happening. It's like having an army of digital watchdogs guarding the entire system 24/7. Okay, But giving an autonomous AI the keys to a multi-trillion-dollar financial system introduces a whole new level of risk. I mean, what happens when the watchdog goes rogue? For regulators, this is a total nightmare. Because the risks from AI and the risks from crypto don't just add up, they multiply each other. Think about it. An AI built to maximize profit in DeFi could figure out how to manipulate markets. Now combine that with a crypto-specific risk, like a flash loan exploit, and you could have a financial disaster on your hands. A single bug, a single piece of flawed AI logic, could set off a chain reaction that brings down the whole system. And that leads us to the multi-trillion-dollar legal question that right now, nobody has a good answer for. When a fully autonomous AI executing code on a blockchain causes billions in damages, who do you sue? Who's liable? Is it the developer who wrote the initial code, the DAO that voted to deploy it, the AI itself? Our entire legal system is built around human accountability. It is completely unprepared for this. So let's bring it all together. Let's connect these two incredibly powerful forces, this tokenized future of work and this world of autonomous AI, and really look at the big picture of what's at stake. The common thread here, the one big idea that connects everything we've talked about, is decentralization. The whole point is to get rid of central authorities. Whether it's replacing your boss with the DAO or replacing a human fund manager with a transparent AI, the goal is the same: to distribute control and automate trust using code, hoping to create a fairer, more efficient system for everyone. And if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this: decentralization is an amplifier. It's a tool, and a powerful one at that. It can magnify human potential, letting a creative person get funding they could only dream of before. But it can also magnify systemic risk, creating autonomous systems that could cause global chaos. It makes the good stuff better, and it makes the bad stuff a whole lot worse. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. As we stand here, right on the edge of this completely new frontier, we have to ask ourselves a serious question. Is the code that we're writing actually setting us free? Is it giving us more autonomy, more opportunity? Or are we, without even realizing it, just building more sophisticated, more inescapable cages? Cages that aren't governed by people, but by algorithms and smart contracts we can't control. The answer isn't clear yet, but it's a question we absolutely cannot afford to ignore.